Hey guys, welcome back to this week's vlog. Okay, actually, I kind of want to see the different lighting a second. Give me a sec. I kind of want to see which one looks cooler. I mean, they all look cool. I just don't like when lighting's... Okay, we're gonna go with that one because I really don't like when lighting gets into my face. Anyways, I don't know why I'm so happy today. I've actually done nothing, or I need to stop hating on myself. That's one thing I do need to do. This isn't a vlog, actually. This is a podcast, guys. I just forgot this can be my microphone at this point. But yeah, I want to cover a few topics on this podcast. One, first thing I'd like to say, y'all were never the problem. And I'm so serious with this. I've only just learned this now, okay? My depression only existed, wait, okay, I'm gonna restart this in a second. I'm just gonna clean the camera up too. There we go. Anyways, my depression only ever existed because of the people I'm around. And I swear to you, okay, I'm not even lying when I say this, okay? It's so strange. Since I came here to university, okay, I may be sad and upset and lonely, but I'm not half as drained and depressed as I used to be. And the thing is, right, it took me a whole 2 years back there to try and even, I had a whole last summer of 3 or 4 months where I didn't achieve anything I wanted to because people were constantly calling me out. Oh, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. Never made a single ounce of time for myself. That was more my fault, or maybe it wasn't because I was trying to be liked by people so much. I don't know. But yeah, I had 3 whole months of to do nothing in summer, and I achieved absolutely nothing I wanted to of my own goals. I didn't go to the gym that much. I didn't eat healthy that much. Never went to sleep at normal times. I was constantly out. Most of the time, I was normally at some sort of function, which I didn't even want to be at. Point being, okay, I was never the problem for my own depression there. It was just literally the fact I surrounded myself with people who didn't value my time, and that kind of led to me not valuing my own time, I guess, which meant that instead of focusing on the gym and saying, no, I can't make it today, I just want to relax and stay in, because I used to have such a big fear of missing out on, I don't know what I was missing out on, to be honest. It was some of the functions I attended were so rubbish. They were trash too, so it was why the heck am I here? I don't know, but I had such a big amount of FOMO at that time, yeah, that whenever I tried to do something and that better myself, I would never be able to focus and just concentrate myself. And I'd always give my time to these people and all my energy would be drained. And I'm telling you this, you don't realize it until you leave, okay? I wanted to stay there too. That's the crazy thing, okay? I wanted to stay there for uni. I was I've already got my friends here sorted. I've already got my life here sorted. Thank God, okay? I say this now. I hope that's not burning anything down. I say this now, okay? Because 2 or 3 months ago, I applied 2 unis there because I wanted to stay there. And it's quite sad getting rejection after rejection. After rejection, at some point I got accepted into one, but the course was 4 years, whereas the course here is 3 years, and I was just thinking, do I really want to stay here? And I thought, because this was the second course I'd applied to at that uni, and the original course I'd applied to, they didn't accept me in because they didn't see my potential. Whereas here, this university, they saw my potential for day dot, and they accepted me from day dot. They never made me stress about anything, even if my grades didn't necessarily match with the requirements. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to go somewhere where they don't see my potential. So I said, screw it. I know I've just fought everything and tried to get into these unis, but I'm actually going to England. Here I am in England, guys, and I'm so thankful that God rejected me from every single one of those unis because I needed to get away from these people. And I would never do it to myself. I'd never cut people off purposely because I just don't have it in me. I've tried to, okay? This is so stupid to say, okay? There was a whole period of time where I was these people aren't good for me. They keep hating on me. They just use me for transportation, money, whatnot, because they know I'm a pushover. So I was screw this. Let me just be by myself a month. And I blocked everyone. I had a blocked list of 30 people that I'd just gone on and followed. A whole ass friend group. Unfollowed, blocked, unfollowed, blocked. Blocked tons of people. And somehow, bro, these same people call me up the same day that, if you have an issue with us, just tell us, this and that. I don't know how to explain to people, look, you're draining the hell out of me. I just need you to get out of my life. I don't have it in my heart to say that. And also, I only had half a foot out the door. Half of my other foot was still in the door. I still wanted to go to functions. I still wanted to go to parties. And I was I don't know anyone else to take me to these functions and parties and stuff. So, I'm gonna just go back to the group that I just mass blocked and unfollowed. And somehow, this sort of worked itself out because, I got back into the group that I just mass blocked and unfollowed. I still didn't follow any of them back until I saw them in real life. And then I had to have the really awkward conversation of, oh yeah, I just blocked you because I wasn't doing great mentally. And, I wanted to be away from everyone. Didn't go that bad, okay? I still have friends back there now. I haven't blocked everyone now, but point being, I tried to escape this group. Yeah, I didn't have it in me. My foot was half in that door, half out that door. Thank God, thank you so much, God, you took me to a different country, 3,000 miles away from this rubbish, because it's taken me that long to realize I was never the problem for my own depression. And I know people are gonna be like, why'd you keep repeating this? Because it's the truth. Like, it's taken me two whole years to clock this, okay? I was never my own problem. People were draining me from everywhere, left, right, and center, to the point I didn't have any energy to commit to anything for myself. I think before I came here, my garden was literally dead. I didn't even have a garden at that point, okay? I think the grass had been stomped on, or people had stolen my soil. I had no water in there. There's definitely no flowers. Forget butterflies, okay? We didn't even have flowers or trees growing, okay? I've come here, okay? Social situation here ain't that much better, and I'll explain that in a second, okay? But, like, at least, I've got the time now here, because I'm away from everyone. God's just put me by myself in this room. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna work on myself. That's what I'm gonna do, because I've got the time. I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm telling you, okay? And it's a habit. Once you get into it, you can't get out of it. Like, yesterday, I had half a tub of Ben & Jerry's, and I was like, yeah, this ain't what I want to do with my life. Like, I've been cooking really well, okay? This is a whole different subject, by the way, but I've been having protein, I've been having vegetables, bro. I've eaten carrots for the first time in, like, a year, and I've had them, like, 3 times. I do actually not think my body knows what's going on. They're like, what the hell? Like, bro, my stomach's actually like, what the hell are you? I've had carrots, I've had peas. Bro, I haven't had peas in, like, 2 years, and I've had peas. And I know it's like, people are gonna be like, why are you getting so excited over this and stuff? Because I see myself coming back slowly. And it's so strange. I've not seen that side to myself in 2 years. And yes, it might have been because of how much stress I was in A-levels. And a lot of it was because of the people I surrounded myself with in the last 2 years. And that is why I'm so hesitant to let people into my circle here. And we'll go into the story times now. So let's see, how do we start this? People just use you guys. And it's hard to say and it's hard to accept, but people do just use you. And yeah, I've had so many of these situations that when they happen nowadays, I just clock it like that. It's not even that hard to realize who's using you, because, bro, why are you dragging me into 2-mans? This is my biggest pet peeve of a person, okay? As if anyone ever does this to me, just know I'm never hanging out with you again. Because why the frick are you dragging me into 2-mans? I do not want to be there. Starters, okay, I've been out of the game forever, and I don't know, people who understand this will understand this. I'm the type of person. I just know when the right man's there and I want to marry him, and I know he's going to be my man I'm going to marry, I will just know. I don't need to be set up on 2-mans. I just know when it's the right person, physically and mentally. My intuition, I'm so connected to this universe, okay? I will just know. I don't need to be on these 2-mans. And I've said this again and again throughout summer. So this is literally half the reason I cut off some of those people in the groups back there. Why the frick are you dragging me on your 2-mans, bro? I know you've got nothing else to do and you want to hang out with this guy. I do not want to be there, okay? Just go to... I don't understand, okay? It just shows how little some people value your time. Because why are you inviting me out to the pub and be like, do you want to just hang out as friends? Oh yeah, I'm bringing a friend along, by the way. That's chill, bring your friend along. If he's a guy and you want to get with him, chill, could care less. Do not set me up on a 2-man. It's happened too many times. I'm actually traumatized at this point. I hate 2-mans because I hate talking to guys, let alone why the frick are we on this 2-man with a guy I don't even want to be set up with. Like, I never asked to be set up with this guy. Now it's just awkward. Because, okay, I don't know. I also go from guys based off attraction, okay? And if I ain't, like, that attracted, I ain't gonna act interested. I ain't gonna fake it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna get people's hopes up. That's the thing with me. Like, I'm very, not brutally honest, but I'm straight up with it. And that's why I hate 2-mans, because I have no control over who the heck I'm talking to at this point. Especially these stupid sporadic 2-mans. It's not even like these people have planned this out with me and like, oh, you like the look of this guy? Okay, we'll go together on this 2-man and like, we're both interested in the guys. No! It's like, oh, I've got a guy, he's just brought his friend. What do you mean, brought his friend? Bro, I've never heard of this friend in my life. I just wanted to go to the pub with a friend who was a girl. Why the frick has this ended up on a 2-man? And this isn't the first time this has happened. Bro, why was I on a 3-man at one point in life? With a man I never even wanted to talk to. These people, they had nothing going on at their house. Bring your friends over. Somehow it became a 3-man and it was just us watching a horror movie. This is absolute horror waste of time in my life. I'm actually going to crash out now. I can't. I feel like it's just rage bait for me at this point. Because stop dragging me into 2-mans. It's like, never hang out with that person again. Not just for that reason, okay? Because I don't mind, okay, if it was a one-off, okay? I can understand that, but I give people too many chances, and I've lost the shits to give at this point. I'm down to no chances now. You frick it up for yourself. You're not gonna see me again. I'm telling you. There's no chances left to be given at this point in my life. I'm so locked in on it. Nope. And it wasn't because of that I'm not hanging out with the same person again. Let's call this person. I don't actually know what to call her. I'm gonna call her Sanitizer. That's such a random name, but Sanitizer. Okay. Let's just say, okay, you're hanging out with Sanitizer. First thing she does, she says she hates everyone similarly looking to you, but you're the first nice person she's met. Okay, because I met Sanitizer doing laundry somehow. I was being rage baited by the way, I was doing laundry here, I was being rage baited. I'm actually telling you, my whole life is just rage bait at this point. But no, why the heck? Of 48 minutes to wash, you have to pay £3.50 to wash, and then you go and collect your clothes and look for a dryer, and the app's freaking lying to you, so you put them in the dryer doesn't work, there's no other dryers available, so now I have to lurk in the laundry corners like a stranger, just watching people and waiting for them to take it out of their dryer so I can move my laundry into another dryer, and that's a whole another hour. This was just like a learning curve for me, because that night it was a Sunday night. I was like, who's going to be doing laundry at 11 p.m. on a Sunday night? Turns out a lot of freaking people. Yeah, that was just a learning curve in itself. But no, I was rage baited. So I was talking to Sanitize that. I thought, seems like a nice person, pretty chill. Yeah, but like first thing she says, she hates all people similar looking to my, like just ethnic wise, I guess. I was like, but she also is the same ethnicity, which is even more confusing. And then she was just like, I don't know, she hates men. Okay, that was like, I get that, I can understand that. She seemed pretty chill the first day I met her. I was like, okay, this is chill. That's why when she messaged me the other day and she was like, okay, do you want to go pub? Because we'd booked the club for Wednesday and this was like a Tuesday. She's like, do you want to go pub? Sure, why not? I've never been to a pub in my life. I'm not opposed to a drink, okay, but like, pub. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm going to bring my friend. That's chill. Bring your friend. I don't care if it's a girl or a guy. I was happy. I was like, that's chill. Alas, no stresses, no worries. We're all good. Like, I don't know. Yeah. And I don't know how this happens. I end up at her house. Okay. She's called me over 2 hours in advance to just sit there and watch her get ready. Chill. That's chill. But the fact she just wasn't really socializing, so I was just sat there watching her get ready. And then it's like the tiny things that start popping up. I don't want to say insecure about other things. There's nothing wrong with being insecure. It's when you try and push your insecurities onto other people or put other people down. First thing I said, is there going to be a pub quiz? Because I love pub quizzes. I've never done a pub quiz in my life. I just love the idea of a pub quiz. It's like trivia mixed with drinks. What else could go better in life? Oh no. Her response is exactly, oh no, that's so weird. I couldn't imagine that's so embarrassing to do a pub quiz. No, I was just planning on sitting outside, hitting my vape, and talking to the guy. This also was literally when she alerted me that I was going to go on a two-man. So now I'm like, what the heck? I don't like two-mans. I wish two-mans could burn in hell. No, I'm sorry. I'm actually like, I've been rage baited to the max this week. So I was like, what the heck? That's chill. I was like, that's chill. I was just like to her, but just know, okay, I ain't gonna really put too much effort into this because, like I said, I don't do two-mans. I've been out of the game forever, and I'm not entering the game until I'm 100% sure that man is gonna be my husband. Like, I've been out of the game. Yeah, and whatever's happened this summer has traumatized me enough to keep me out of the game for a long, long time, I think. Anyways, yeah. So, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk much. Oh, don't do that, it will reflect bad on me. Like, I'd brought us for the two-man. Okay, I'll try to be nice. This is me throwing out an olive branch to people here. I will try because you've asked me to try now. She continues to take like 10 hours to get ready. Oh, my hair looks so rubbish, this and that. Like, she wants you to compliment her. Not hesitating to compliment people. I'll compliment people because I'm a nice person. It's like, your hair looks gorgeous, you look good, stuff. No one throws compliments back my way, by the way, okay? It's like, okay, that. And then I'm a blood donor. That's my biggest flex, that I save people's lives. Good for you, but it sounds like a lot about you. Like, bro, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about these type of people. It's just, I can't. So, we go there. We are talking with two man. Me being me, because I'm on a two man, with someone who clearly was interested in the two man. I was not interested. I think, how can I change this around to just friend zone people? Easy. Bring in conspiracy theories. Because no one is going to have any type of deep conversation when I can just switch it to conspiracy theories. So I was sat there having conspiracy theory talks with this guy. She sat there with her guy on the other end, watching us, kind of laughing. I'm like, bro, A, okay, I know it's a weird conversation, but B, I clearly do not want to be here, so just appreciate that I'm making conversation, I'm being nice, and I'm not being a bitch to people, because the thing with me, okay, I can easily be a bitch. It's not about that. I just don't have it in my heart to be a bitch, because I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised to hurt people's feelings, especially people who've done nothing wrong. Why am I being a bitch to you? I don't need to, okay? Like, let's all just be chill and amicable, but bro. Anyway, so she's there. Starters, she's like, I don't drink much. She gets there and gets herself a small drink. Then I had like a small drink too, because I was like, I don't talk to people much. I'm not a very social person. So I was like, that's chill, have a small drink. Bro, tell me why she comes back late. She goes with her guy and they go and get a tray full of shots. Who's drinking these shots, bro? Because you're clearly not drinking them because you don't drink much. The guy next to it, he's done like 2 shots. So there's still like 10 shots on this tray. And I rubbish you not, okay? Who is drinking these shots? So I have like maybe 2 or 3 because I feel bad, okay? Because A, they've paid for these shots. Even though no one asked them to, they've just gone and got a tray full of shots for people. So I've drank some. Someone else has drank some. Then someone else's friend, one of their flatmates from the two man has pulled up. She's a girl. And she was talking to this guy who clearly didn't really like her, but apparently she had something for the guy that Sanitizer was on the two man with. Sanitizer goes in the toilet. Oh, I can't be around that weirdo. I hate her. I was like, why? Well, because she likes him. I was just like, but if you're secure in yourself, you don't have to stress about that. You're like a really good looking person. She's attractive, I'm not gonna lie. But like, why is there so much built up insecurity in you? That was also what she was saying. That really annoyed me. We're at the table. Do I look really, I'm gonna just say skin color wise, dark. Like, as in brown. What do you want me to reply to that? Like, do you want me to be like, no, you're white. We're the same ethnicity, bro. I don't know. But then it's like someone who's internalized that much hate for their own skin color. Who am I hanging around with here? That's like red flags going off in my brain, because I'm like, what the heck? She also said, oh, if they mix us up, I'm actually gonna kill myself. What do you mean by that? Like, it's like snide backhanded comments like that I'm like, are we good? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are we okay? Or is this just a very much, you see me as someone you can just drag around because you don't actually value my time? Which seems like how it probably would be, to be honest. Yeah. And then she was making comments about this other girl in the toilet. Oh, yeah, no, she's trying to go after my man. I was like, oh, if you're secure in yourself, he's made it clear he's only interested in you. She should not be the issue, because who cares? She seems nice, okay? She'd actually gone from a train from London to help her friend in the hospitals. I'm not hating on the next woman, okay? Like, just, that's the thing though. What I've realised in life, if you hang around with insecure people, the insecurity rubs off on you. And that is why, after whatever night, somehow I ended up back at their flat till 2-ish, the people of the two mans. Because we're all doing this, blackjack night or something like that. That was the first time I've ever played blackjack. That's really fun. When you're not betting anything, like, with no money, it's still really fun. Like, it's actually quite sick. I kind of, when I'm older, I really want to go to Las Vegas one day by God's grace. Oh, it would be so sick. Anyways. So I was there till 2. I go home. I don't know. She's just like, even in the Uber, I'm trying to talk to taxi drivers, trying to put me down. Like, you know when people make small comments? Like, I was singing at one point before we went out on this two man. She's like, oh, don't sing on the two man. They'll laugh at us, it'll embarrass us. I was like, obviously I'm not going to sing on the two man. I'm just enjoying music around people. Like, you don't have to put people down to make yourself feel better, is the point I'm trying to make here. When you have people who constantly put you down to make themselves feel better, I think a lot of the times they see you as a threat. And the thing is, a lot of secure people, okay, this is what I've noticed, because I'm a secure person in myself. I would never put someone else down. I'm always hyping people up. And I'd never fight a person who I don't view as horrible or bitchy or stuff, right? What the hell is going on outside? I don't know. But I'd never fight a person. So I'm very kind to people is my point here. Like, you wouldn't catch me being mean to people purposely. Whereas she seemed to just want reasons to put me down or to make, I don't know, just snide remarks or make faces, make laugh. Oh, at one point of the night, I had a portable charger that I gave to her to charge her phone. She claimed it didn't work. I could clearly see it was charging her phone, but she just wanted to go into this other guy's room and sit there and charge her phone there. That's chill. I don't care. Bull, get your bag. Get your man, I don't care. Just don't drag me on two mans, is the point to this story. But after all night of observing that type of, I don't know, actions from her, it just kind of gave me really all I really needed to know about her as a person. And so even though I'm a big fan of the club, Wednesday rolls along and I was like, I'm not going club. Okay, because I'd just gone out Tuesday night, so I've woken up Wednesday. I made it to my lecture, surprisingly, but I was like, I'm not going club. It's just, she's not the type of person I want to go clubbing with. You know what I mean? I don't think the vibe would have been clubbing. It would be like, I don't know, how can I use you further? That's what the vibe felt like to me. So I was like, screw it. For once in my life, I'm going to stand on my morals and my self-respect. And I'm going to just say I'm tired. Screw the fact that I've spent £12.50 on this ticket to the club. This is also what I'm saying. People buy ticket insurance. Okay, this is the most annoying part of my life. I'm actually rage baited a lot of the time in life. Because the times I bought ticket insurance, I've never used it. And the times I'm like, frick it, I'm not going to buy ticket insurance. I then never end up and going to the club, and then I need ticket insurance. Spend the extra £2, get ticket insurance, please, people. Anyways, I was like, yes, for once in my life, I'm done. I'm not going to the club. I'm standing on my morals, and I'm done, and I'm just going to have a night in and stay in. And that is literally what I did. And then, same night, I stayed in, okay, guys. This is where the plot thickens, because what the heck? Same night I stayed in, chilling. Get a random call from one of my friends back there, who's now in Spain. Can you send me a picture of your ID so I can get into this club in Barcelona? Okay, my friend had been on Do Not Disturb at this point, so I hadn't seen this till like 2 or 3 hours later, and turns out she can get in the club. What the heck, though? Bro, like, we haven't spoken in 1 month. You haven't even reached out to me at all to see how I'm doing or, like, message and stuff, but you want me to, and the only time you're reaching out now is to use me for something. Same girl sanitizes and hits me up. Yo, you still got that ticket to the club? Can you send it over to us? I was like, sure. Thing is, Ticketmaster doesn't allow me to send it over to her because of my regular SIM that's associated with accounts from a different country. So to authorize my account or whatever rubbish on Ticketmaster, you have to change SIMs. I'm not going through all that hassle, bro. It ain't worth it. So I was like, she's like, but I really need a ticket. Can we please borrow? I was like, sure, I'll give you my actual Ticketmaster account details. I gave this girl my password and my email. And she's like, oh yeah, we'll pay you tomorrow. This is what I just want you to remember. She said she'll pay me tomorrow and she'll pay me back tomorrow. Tomorrow rolls around, I've sent her all my account details. Oh, by the way, do you still want me to pay you? Because we didn't actually use your ticket that much. We went until 1 a.m. So you've entered the club and gone in there till 1 a.m, but you haven't used the ticket? Like, are we making sense here? Is common sense prevailing? I don't know. I was like, you know what, I was going to be kind. I first originally bought the ticket for 12, but I was like, I know her, so maybe I'll say to her, just pay me 10 quid, we'll call it even. Who cares about 2 quid here and there? It's just easier to say 10 quid. And then she said she didn't use the ticket, so giving her the benefit of the doubt, even though there's no way she can prove to me she didn't use the ticket. That's my point, okay? You've gone into the club, you've used my account details clearly, you've been in the club till 1 a.m. How did you get in there without a ticket? Like, let's be real with logic here. She's like, so I was like, okay, that's fine. I probably still, can you just send me 6 quid? It's chill. Oh, well, were you gonna sell it if I didn't ask you for it? Well, no. But that's beyond the point. You've asked me for it. I sent you the ticket. Where's my money? Like, bro, we're all living broke at uni. Like, I don't know. It's not even that. It's just if I rated her, I'd have done it as I don't rate you, okay? After this whole 2-man scenario we've just been on, I do not rate you, buddy. Send me my money for this ticket, please. She messages back. I didn't say all that. I just said, oh, well, no, I was going to sell it to my flatmate if I didn't sell it to you. She messages me back. Actually, can we just call it evens from the bar? I don't crash out much. It's just disrespectful, though, because, hey, I never asked her to buy me any drinks in the bar. In fact, I numerous of times said, let me pay for my drinks because I feel bad when people pay for stuff for me. And I said to her, don't buy me tons of shots and stuff. I literally can pay for 1 or 2 drinks and I'm happy with that. And I'm saving the rest of the money for the club. Because at this point on Tuesday, I thought to myself, maybe I'll go to the club on Wednesday. So she's bought drinks. It wasn't actually her buying the drinks at the bar too. It was the guy. Let's be real. The guy was handing his card out to his friend. Go get whatever you want. Don't judge. Good for him. At least he's covering the drinks. Like, for once, a man in this generation is actually doing something to show that he cares about a woman. Good for him. That's not the point though. I never asked you to pay for drinks at the bar. Secondly, this wouldn't have mattered if you didn't say you'd pay me back through message the next day. Like, it's just a bit, not sketchy, it's just a bit shitty of a person, you know what I mean? But then I'm just like, okay, God will handle this. I'm not crashing out. I said, sure, it's fine. It's all chill. I don't really care. Well, obviously I do care because I'm talking about on camera. I'm just saying, look, this tells me more about a person's character than I need to know ever. So, I'm just ghosting now. You're never gonna see me again unless Chief watches this video, which she probably won't because, let's be real, it's only at 5 views. But yeah, you're never gonna see me again. Congratulations. You've been on the blocked list now too. Because now, my life is just so much more clearer that I don't want people in my circle. In fact, stay 10,000 meters away from my circle, please. Like, be so for real, get out my circle. Actually, stay out of my space in general, my life. Don't message me, do not reach out. I'm not reaching back out to people these days. And it's so much more peaceful that way today, alright? Woke up. I ran at 8.17k. And to people like, oh, that's great. I haven't ran that in like almost half a year, okay? So I'm really happy with that. I was about to post it from Strava onto Instagram because I normally post stories. For some reason today though, something stopped me. I was like, oh, also, everyone needs to listen to Headlines by Drake. Headlines by Drake is such a goated song. Okay, that on a run. Oh, I literally think screw these people. I literally think screw these people when I'm listening to that type of song. But yeah, I heard somebody tell me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. I really did, to be honest. But anyways, point being, I was about to post my run on Instagram and I was like, no, you know what, screw it. People don't need to know that I'm improving in life because I can just tell these days there's some hater out there. This is why I blocked a lot of people on Instagram too, like a few months ago, because I know a lot of them like secret haters. Like, they're there watching your stories and like hating on the fact that you're doing better than them in life, and then they send their bad energy onto you and you catch it. That's why when I left this friend group, instead of just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna just do it silently, I was like, I need to get everyone off my follow list because I don't want them seeing what I'm doing in life. Point being, I was about to post it today on my Instagram and then I thought, no, I'm not doing that because, I don't know, I'm happy in life and I don't need everyone to see it for once in my life. Especially if I'm improving, right? And it's personal to me this time. It's personal to me because I realised I was never the problem. So I need to prove to myself that how good I can be with no other distractions in my life. So it's personal to me this time. I don't need people sending their bad energy over. So I was like, screw it. I'm happy with what I've done today. Do not need to do that. Final topic of today. Guys, did you know how much protein we should all be eating? Okay. Me personally, I'm trying to gain muscle these days because, again, the lock-in is personal this time. Like, I'm going to gym, I'm going runs, I'm eating healthy. So I download this protein tracker app and they ask like age, weight and stuff. Put all that in. 99 grams of protein if I want to gain muscle. 99 grams of protein. Bro, I barely eat 30 grams of protein in a day. In fact, I probably should go get a protein yogurt out the fridge now. How the heck am I meant to have 99 grams of protein, brother? I have like one meal a day sometimes. Like today, I've made myself... Okay, this is actually the highlight of my day. I've been wanting to make a lasagna for weeks. And by weeks, I mean this past week, right? I was like, oh, well, lasagna would be so nice. Like, I want to cook like a lasagna like my mum normally makes. Like, I need it in my life. Obviously. I've had all of today free because this is one of the days on my schedule I basically got nothing. So I was like, okay, screw it. Today will be the day I make lasagna. I cooked the best lasagna out there, okay? Y'all bitches, y'all ain't seen this type of lasagna, okay? It was so freaking good. I've eaten half of it. Okay, the tray makes like 4 portions. Usually I've eaten 2 portions already, to be fair. Though I haven't really had any other meal today, so good for me, I guess. And I've got 2 portions left in the fridge for tomorrow or the day after. Any runners out there? Caffeine always helps you reach your PBs. By that I mean I have a cup of coffee and a cup of water right before I go on a run and it always helps. The point being, how the heck am I going to reach 99 grams of protein, guys? 99 grams of protein! You've lost your mind. You've lost your mind. What? How the hell is anyone reaching 99 grams of protein? Like, there's like 3 grams of protein in half the stuff I eat. Well, 99 grams of protein. Sorry, this is like a new crash out, but like, nah. That's what I'm saying. Everyone, okay, if you're struggling in life right now and you're thinking to yourself, I'm the problem, I'm not getting things right, I want you to do one thing, and that is to look at the people you're surrounding yourself with and think to yourself, how much of my time is being drained by them? How much of my time am I giving to these people and not getting anything back for my own growth? And if you seem to say it's a lot, and that you've lost your time to these people, and they've taken your energy, and you're not actually doing anything for yourself, maybe you're not the problem, it's your environment you're surrounding yourself with. And this is where I'd want you to do something I couldn't do because I didn't have the balls to do it last year, which is leave the group. You don't need to be in the group. And this is what I've also noticed. 3,000 miles away, and has anyone from that group reached out to me? 0. Maybe someone sends the odd streak back and forth. They mass snap people, so that doesn't actually even count as a streak. That's okay. 0 people reach out. I've had to do all the reaching out, except for like 1 or 2 close friends of where we mutually reach out to each other. 0 people from that group that I spent so much of my summer trying to impress and fit in with and give my time to. 0. How do you say that in Arabic? I don't know. 0 though. I swear I know the number. I know it in Arabic, it's just I've forgotten it. Anyways, 0 people reach out. No one. That is all you need to know. 3,000 miles away I've moved. And God showed me no one over there that you gave all your time to. I gave you 3 months of my life, people. 3 months of my life, and God showed me you have not cared. And that is why when I do go back in Christmas, guess who I'm not going to go back to? That group. Anyways, capiche, guys. I hope you have a good day. Life is actually really radiating a bit better now that I'm growing my own garden. For once, like, I've got like this imaginary garden I'm envisioning in my mind of what I'm trying to grow. And I actually think the grass is growing through. And once the grass is growing through, I'm going to try and focus on, like, trying to get some flowers in there too. But for now, I'm happy with grass. Because if you think of 3 months ago, when I basically didn't even have dirt, because I'd taken my dirt to... Okay, now this is just going to crash out then. But point being, okay, everyone just remember your self-respect. And if life is getting you down, a lot of the times the best thing you can do is just focus on yourself. And point being, okay, if people and friend groups are draining you, sometimes the best thing to do, turn around, just ignore it, and start focusing on yourself. Say screw these people, and just start using your time to grow yourself. Anyways, have a good night, guys, and that is this week's podcast done. And I'm going to try to record some more content now, so after this, if you see some React videos and stuff coming out, that would be because I'm trying to grow my garden. Okay.